Okay, so let me tell you about this sandwich. It was not just any sandwich, you guys. This was like the sandwich. The kind of sandwich you dream about. The kind that makes you believe in good things again. I know, I sound dramatic, but food is serious business. Especially when you are like always a little bit hungry. Or thinking about your next meal, which is basically me all the time. So this sandwich, it was important. Very, very important to my overall happiness and well-being that day. This masterpiece, this culinary miracle, was a perfect construction. It had turkey, not the dry kind, the good, juicy, fancy kind, and cheese. Oh, the cheese. It was Swiss, I think, or maybe a really sophisticated provolone. It was definitely white and melty. There was also this amazing spread, maybe a chipotle aioli or a secret sauce made by actual food angels. I'm not even kidding. It had a little kick. Just enough to make you say, ooh, what is that? It was a whole flavor party. Then there was the bread. Oh my God, the bread. It was toasted perfectly. Not too crunchy, not too soft. It was that amazing sourdough, the kind with the little tangy taste. It held everything together like a strong, loving hug. Every bite was going to be heaven. I had mentally prepared for this moment. I had visualized it. Me, the sandwich, pure joy. It was a whole romantic scenario playing out in my head. This was not just lunch, it was an event, an experience I had been looking forward to. I had acquired this sandwich from my favorite deli, you know the one, the place that always gets it right, the place where they know your order, or at least they pretend to, which is fine by me. I had waited patiently. I had paid my dues, literally, with money. This sandwich was earned. It was mine, my precious. I was already picturing the Instagram post. Hashtag blessed, hashtag sandwich goals, hashtag why am I like this? It was going to be epic. My followers would be so jealous, so jealous. So, picture this. I have the sandwich. It's in a nice paper bag, the kind that crinkles reassuringly. I am walking back to my office. Or, okay, maybe it was just my very messy desk in a shared space. Details. The point is, I had a destination, a place where I could finally, blissfully, devour this treasure. I was taking such good care of it, holding the bag gently, not swinging it around like some kind of maniac. I was a responsible sandwich guardian, or so I thought at that precise moment. The journey was short, maybe 5 minutes, but it felt like an eternity, because anticipation is a wild thing. I was already thinking about the first bite, the crunch of the bread, the savory filling. My mouth was watering. Is that gross? Probably, but it's the truth. I was in my own little sandwich anticipation bubble. The world around me was a blur, honking cars, people talking, didn't care, only sandwich mattered. My focus was intense, laser-like even. This was serious. I decided to take a quick detour, just a tiny one. I needed to grab a soda from the communal fridge. A sandwich this good deserves a bubbly companion, right? It's like a rule, a very important food rule. So I thought, okay, I'll just pop into the kitchen, set the sandwich down for like 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds. What could possibly go wrong in 2 seconds? Famous last words, people. Famous last words. I was so naive, so trusting of the universe. Big mistake, huge. I placed the bag on a counter, a seemingly safe counter. It wasn't near the edge, it wasn't in anyone's way, or so I believed. I turned my back just for that tiny moment to open the fridge to select the perfect diet cola. Because balance, you know? Gourmet sandwich diet drink. It makes sense in my head. I was humming a little tune. My heart was light, my stomach was ready. Little did I know, disaster was lurking like a villain in a really low-budget spy movie. The suspense was apparently killing my sandwich. I got my soda. Victory! I turned back to the counter, my hand reaching for the bag, my smile already forming, and then nothing. Just counter. Empty. Shiny. Mocking counter. The bag was gone. My sandwich was gone. My dreams crushed. My soul empty, like the spot where my beautiful sandwich used to be. I blinked. Maybe I was tired. Maybe I put it somewhere else. My brain did a quick scan. Nope. It was definitely there. And now, poof, vanished into thin air like a magic trick, but not a fun one. My first reaction, utter disbelief. Like, this cannot be happening. Is this a prank? Am I on a hidden camera show? Ashton Kutcher, are you here? I looked around wildly, expecting someone to jump out and yell, "Gotcha!" But no, just the quiet hum of the office, and my own rapidly beating heart. Panic started to set in. Real, genuine, sandwich-related panic. It's a specific kind of panic, okay? Very intense, very real. My eyes darted everywhere. Under tables, behind the microwave. Did it grow legs and walk away? Then came the questions. so many questions. Who would do such a thing? What kind of monster steals a sandwich? And clearly labeled eagerly anticipated sandwich? Was it a colleague? A rival? A hungry ghost? I started to interrogate the air. Hello? Did anyone see a sandwich? I probably sounded unhinged. I probably looked unhinged. My face was a tragic mask of confusion and betrayal. How could this happen in a civilized workplace? Where are the security cameras when you actually need them for something important? Like sandwich justice. I even checked the trash can. Yes, I did. With like a pen poking around just in case maybe it fell in. Maybe someone threw it out by accident. The desperation was real, people. It was a low point, a truly humbling experience, finding nothing but actual trash. And the crushing realization that my perfect sandwich was truly irrevocably gone. Stolen, abducted, never to be seen or eaten by me again. The injustice of it all was overwhelming. I felt a single dramatic tear threaten to fall. For a sandwich. Yes. So my sandwich was gone. Forever. It was a tragedy. A lunchtime massacre. I was left with an empty stomach, and an even emptier heart, and also a diet soda, which frankly felt like a cruel joke at that point. Who wants just a diet soda? It's a sidekick, not the hero. The hero had been cruelly snatched away. I mourned, silently mostly, with a few dramatic sighs, and maybe a glare at everyone who looked even remotely satisfied with their own lesser lunches that day. I was not fine. Did I learn a valuable lesson? Maybe, like never trust a communal kitchen counter, or never turn your back on something you love, especially if it's edible and delicious. Or maybe the lesson is that the universe has a really weird sense of humor. Sometimes instead of giving you lemons to make lemonade, or I guess matoke to make whatever you make with matoke, it just straight up yoinks your perfect turkey sandwich and leaves you wondering about the cruelty of humankind, or at least office kind. It's a rough world out there for a sandwich lover. I eventually got another lunch. It was fine. It was not the sandwich, though. It was a pale imitation, a consolation prize. The memory of the lost sandwich still haunts me sometimes. In my dreams, during other less exciting meals, I wonder who took it. Were they happy? Did they savor it? I hope they got indigestion. Just kidding, mostly. But seriously, that sandwich was special. It was a work of art, and I, its intended admirer, was robbed of my masterpiece. That's the story. So what's the big takeaway? Life is unpredictable. Sandwiches are vulnerable. And sometimes when life gives you matoke, or rather takes your amazing sandwich, all you can really do is complain about it to anyone who will listen. And maybe, just maybe, order 2 sandwiches next time. One for you and one for the sandwich trolls. Or just chain it to your wrist. That seems reasonable, right? Yeah, probably not. But a girl can dream. And a girl can definitely still be sad about a lost sandwich. It's a valid emotion. Trust me.